I've got a new video idea for today, and it's called Shame the Guru. I like to talk about how I'm my own guru and you're your own guru, and we learn the most from our own experiences, and that we can go onto these YouTube videos and we can listen to what people say and then take the pieces that work for us and get rid of the pieces that don't work for us. And I had somebody call me up yesterday and tell me that I was an idiot and that I was doing more harm than good. And I got into about, at least a 30-minute conversation with this guy who's a financial planner from Washington, D.C. And he was telling me that I was irresponsible because the real estate market is going to crash more than 15%, and that I was lying by saying that you could get loans to buy houses with 5% down, that you could only buy properties with a minimum of 20% down. And this guy, he runs a financial planning office in Washington, D.C. He was bragging that it's at $850 billion under management, and he's 59 years old, and I look like a kid, and I don't know what I'm talking about, which, by the way, I'm about to turn 49 years old this year, just in case you were wondering. This gray in my beard comes from experience. I'm not going to just focus on this guy, though, today. I'm also going to talk about one of your other big famous YouTube stars, Meet Kevin. So today, let's shame some people that think they're smarter than everybody else.
Shut up and sit down.
Okay, I don't have any notes for today's video. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. I don't have any light set up. I'm standing in front of a window, so it's kind of cloudy, so the light may be kind of wonky today. But I just want to get something off my chest for this guy who called me. I'm not going to call you out by your name. I would love for you to do a Zoom call, or we could do a YouTube video together if you'd like to debate me, John. I won't say your last name or the company that you work for. I thought about at least putting the company up that you work for, but he actually did. The guy who called me up yesterday that said you can't buy houses with less than 20% down, and that the real estate market is going to go down more than 15%, did give me his real name and the company he worked for. I'm not going to call him out. But he did say that I was irresponsible and I was causing more harm than good. I don't sell courses. I don't make any money. I spend more money on YouTube equipment than I make. I do these videos to try to help people, to show people how I made money, buying real estate and living off of the rental income. And I do this out of the goodness of my heart. And so people like this guy really just get under my skin a little bit. And B, I have a track record. I've been saying since 2020, when this whole pandemic started, the real estate's not going to crash. Prices aren't going to plummet. That if you're going to wait to buy real estate, you're going to lose out. I have a track record. You can go back to my videos and look at them. I've been proven right so far. I was the only one saying the real estate market wasn't going to crash 2 years ago, and prices are up 20% from when I started saying that 2 years ago. So if anybody listened to me 2 years ago and bought real estate, they've made 20% already on their investment that they made. And even if this guy was right and real estate fell 15% tomorrow, those people would still be ahead. I'm still predicting that prices aren't going to plummet 15%. I'm predicting the market is not going to crash. I could be wrong, but it's based on the data that I'm looking at. That's why I say everybody has to be their own guru. So go back and look at my old videos. The amount of hypocrisy that this guy tried to argue with me was just it was incalculable. It's like he was telling me the real estate market's going to go down more than 10%, but then he was telling me that he just got done shopping for a mortgage, and his lender, who's a national lender, told him there's no loan programs with less than 20% down. I was like, what lender did you use? He said Rocket Mortgage. By the way, Rocket Mortgage is not the best lender on the planet. I would try to use somebody local that you could use. I've used Rocket Mortgage for one of the properties that I bought, and it did not go very well. And they've also not been able to do several loans for me that local lenders could do. So this video not sponsored by Rocket Mortgage, by the way. So this guy, he's telling me that the market's going to crash, and this guy's literal job is to tell people what to do with their money. He's an investment guru himself who manages an office, telling people what to do with their money. I said, are you telling everybody to take all their money out of your company and invest it into cash? He's like, well, no, of course not. That's not what we would do. I was like, well, if the market's going to crash and you're so smart and you can predict the future. And then he would just change the subject. So anyway, I tried to educate him about VA loans and FHA loans and many other things that he had actually I think he knew what they were, but he kind of played dumb, and he just kept changing the subject, which is what people do when they're getting their asses handed to them in the middle of an argument, when they try to call you up and tell you that they're smarter than you. So I don't want to spend all day on this guy. I just he needs to spend a little more time worrying about himself. Again, one more invitation. If you'd like to come on and debate me, and we'll put a video up, John, I'd love to do that. Okay, let's move on to our other friend, Meet Kevin, who's another guy who's really just been getting under my skin lately. Meet Kevin. I used to love Meet Kevin. He did real estate videos. I was a real estate guy. I was like, man, I want to be just like this Meet Kevin guy. When I first started doing YouTube videos, I was like, man, I'll go around and I'll do tours of my rental properties like Meet Kevin, and actually looked up to Meet Kevin, and I kind of aspired to accomplish some of the things that he did. He's obviously a smart guy. He's accomplished a lot. He's doing well. He's crushed it on YouTube. But he transitioned into the stock market, which if you're a stock investor and you're watching YouTube gurus who are in their 20s or in their 30s, or maybe even in their 40s or 50s, it doesn't matter. But if you're watching a stock investing guru on YouTube who has been investing in stocks for less than 10, 15 years, they've been investing in a bull market this whole time. They've never seen a downturn. So you can buy a lot of stocks and watch them go up, and you're, oh my God, this guy's a genius. Oh, but only if you pay for my Discord group, or you get in my secret Facebook group and you pay me $1,000. And Meet Kevin's one of these guys. And he just said a few days ago, right when the stock market was about to go down, a week ago, he told everybody, put all your money in the stock market. This is great. And then all of a sudden he reversed course like 3 days later, and he was like, everybody pull all your money out of the stock market. It's going to crash and go to zero. And it was right when the stock market started to do this, and then it went down more, and Meet Kevin was like, I'm a genius. You must, if you just give me that $1,000 and get in my secret double private group, then I can show you all the trades you need to make, but you got to sell everything now, and I'll tell you when to get back in. And then the stock market did this, and everybody's, oh, wait a minute, Kevin, I just sold everything. You told me to sell everything. I paid you all this money. We're up about 4% from the bottom where Kevin told everybody to sell everything, and his comment sections are blowing up. So just like this guy that called me and was losing the argument with me, and I was proving him wrong on every point he was making. What does he do? He changes the subject. What does Meet Kevin do? Because he can't change the subject with you. He turns off comments. So the comments section is now closed on all of his videos where he told you to sell everything. So my advice to you, I don't know what the stock market is going to do, and I don't know what the real estate market is going to do. This guy's that called and argued with me, it was about my video about should you buy real estate or wait. See, here's the thing. If I tell you to buy a stock, don't listen to me. If I was going to tell you to buy anything, I'd tell you to buy ETFs long-term and hold them, because I'm a long-term investor. I'm not a trader. I don't have money managers like this guy in Washington, D.C. who works for this big $850 billion money management company, financial advisors, financial planners. These guys are all scams. They want you to give them your money, and then they take a piece of it, and then they tell you where to put it. Just buy long-term ETFs and hold them if you want to be a stock investor. If you want to be a real estate investor, buy real estate long-term and hold it. Long-term investing is about making calculated risks based on the data that we have available and the research that you do. The research that you do. Because you're your own guru. I'm my own guru. I learned real estate investing by myself. I'm trying to learn actually stock investing by myself, and my individual stocks I bought, not doing so good. My ETFs I bought, they're doing pretty good. So, if you want to be a trader, this is not the place for you. This channel, I don't know jack about trading. I know about investing long term. So be careful where you're getting your information from. Watch out for these online gurus that want to be your guru. Be your own guru. And anybody else who tries to call me and argue with me, I'm not going to give you the time on the phone anymore. So if you guys are thinking, I'm going to call and argue with Jeff, I'll do it with you if we're on a video and we can post it on here. I'll do it live if anybody wants to do it live. So that's my rant for today. This is my first rant video. Probably I don't know. We'll see how it does, but give it a like if you like this, if you thought this might be helpful, and subscribe to the channel. And there won't be hopefully too many more of these rant videos, but if you want to learn how to invest in real estate, I can help you be your own guru. See you in the next one.